Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, and as you can see from the title of this video, we have some hip hop headlines. I don't know what was happening in the stars last night, but there was lots of Black news going on, and so I want to talk about a few different topics on this good Memorial Day weekend. We're going to talk about Skilla Baby, the Detroit rapper who was pow'd. Yandy from Love and Hip Hop New York and Atlanta has been exposed by her so-called former best friend. And Papoose and Remy, they expose each other. And I can't even get into all of the details because it's so much. We'll be here all day. This video would be like a marathon. But before we get into these stories, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. And of course, everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these videos are allowed. Shout out to It's On Site. This is an amazing blog, one of my favorites here on Instagram. They are the source for all of these hip hop stories. So we're going to first start off with the Detroit rapper Skilla Baby. He was pow'd yesterday. He is expected to survive. So I'm going to go ahead and read this caption from again, It's On Site. Skilla Baby was reportedly pow'd Thursday evening on 8 Mile Road near Telegraph in Detroit. Now, we all know from the Eminem film that 8 Mile is the divider here in the Detroit area between the city of Detroit and suburbia. Now, sources say that Skilla Baby was grazed in the head and also pow'd in the leg. Another blog reported that he was also pow'd in his hand. A vehicle crashed into a building shortly after, and shell casings were found scattered across the scene. No suspects have been identified yet, and Detroit police are still investigating. His fans have been commenting on the blogs that Skilla Baby was just online praying, and some said it seemed like something was really eating at him inside. I don't know if Skilla Baby felt like someone would try to harm him. Sometimes God does give you like this feeling within, and it will be like a warning. And then something will happen, and that was the heads up that he was giving you. So I don't know if Skilla Baby was given some sort of warning. He did the smartest thing by praying to God, and he got in touch with God, and that hedge of protection was around him, thankfully. He is expected to survive, and he was hospitalized. He could still be in the hospital. I just hope that he is definitely safe. And I'm really sorry that this happened. You know, sometimes it always bothers me whenever someone gets hurt, but also especially when rappers do, only because sometimes you never know a person's life story or their background. And sometimes some rappers, they'll get the record deal. They are trying to earn money legitimately. And sometimes people in the streets, they don't like that. And they want them to be a part of their world and their lifestyle. And then sometimes, and this has nothing to do with Skilla Baby, this is just a part of my commentary overall with the rappers who have lost their lives. Sometimes I wonder if the music industry, and this is when I get into my conspiracy theory bag, when they sign a rapper that they know was either in the streets or had some sort of ties to the streets, and they could be a rapper that is not hugely well known, but they have skills, they're someone special, they make great music, they do sell streams, and so they'll sign them. And then someone takes them out. Someone is jealous that they're trying to turn their life around and be positive. They end their lives, and then their estate blows up. Then that rapper is worth more unalived than when they were living. And sometimes I wonder if the music industry, they know that, and they know that they are signing some people who have ties to the streets, to the criminal world, and they'll go ahead and give them a record deal because they know that, well, the streets are going to take them out eventually, and then their music will be worth even more. There were even reports in recent weeks that Biggie's mom, the notorious B.I.G., Miss Voletta Wallace, after he passed away, she negotiated his music so beautifully that his estate increased after his life was taken, in comparison to the time that he died. So I just wonder if this is something that the music industry knows of, and they're almost like in the midst of it. But that's just like my conspiracy theorist side to me. But localizing it, making it back about Skilla Baby again, I'm just glad that he is expected to survive. And I just hope that Detroit police, they get a lot of leads. And perhaps if Skilla Baby may know something about it, maybe he could give them some information as well. But I'm definitely glad that he is going to be okay. Definitely send Skilla Baby some positive energy if you pray your prayers, and send him well wishes in the comment section. All right, so let's talk about Miss Yandy. This is a lot. Oh my gosh. So again, coming from It's On Site, Yandy from Love and Hip Hop New York, and we now know that she is on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Her quote unquote best friend calls her out in an Instagram post and threatens to expose her, says, "I'm just getting started." And whoa, let's take a look at this. So look at this as like a cover sheet. It's from a former best friend with the Instagram handle Busy B80. So I'm guessing she was born in 1980. And she's got nastiest bih on the planet. Oh, bih, you thought I wouldn't do it, huh? Fake. She has an interesting way of spelling liar. She kind of transposed the A and the I. Suck more than a little, ooh, and slut of sluts, liar, liar, pants on fire. Oh my gosh. And there's more. So then Busy B80 writes, she tags Tasha K. It's On Site. And of course, we all know that Ra Ali owns It's On Site. Ra, you gonna want this, ma. The Shade Room, she tags the Shade Room, and she tags Love and Hip Hop. It was never him. It was always this nasty bib. Then she tags Rashida from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Big, call me. I got the real tea. Then she tags Yandy. All bets are off, you whack. B. I don't like you, B, and I want you to know it from the bottom of my heart. You whack B. Now let's see who believes what. You did so many people dirty. Then she starts to tag people whom she believes Yandy did dirty, including Kimbella from Love and Hip Hop New York, as well as Juju from Love and Hip Hop New York, and Millie, and a whole slew of others. And then she even tags Yandy's husband, Mendices. All the mother effer that held you down, you got to be stopped. And B, better not call me, but Rashida and Love and Hip Hop, aka LaShawn and Mona Scott Young, you can call too. Let's get this ish started. B, you think you above the law, Yandy? Huh, B? I'm just getting started, B. I'm in the cloud on my old iPad. You know what that means, B, liar. You know what the F I mean, B. You played with me long enough, you evil B. Oh my gosh. So people are saying in the comments, who needs an enemy when you have a friend like that? And may this type of friendship never find me. So, oh my gosh. Obviously, Yandy knows who this is, but even more, she knows what has this person so triggered. I don't know if Yandy made a promise that she could not keep. I don't know if this friend was expecting Yandy to invest in a business or get her a spot on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I do not know what was promised or what was discussed, but it sounds like either Yandy flipped on her or flat out told her no about something, and perhaps was even rude with the no, or she has ghosted this friend. something has definitely happened in the friendship, and now she's ready to expose. And I just have to say, I always think that is so whack when it's all good in the hood, everything is cool. But as soon as, there's a falling out, now you're ready to expose. And that definitely has to be a downside to being a celebrity, a public figure, a reality TV star, an athlete, rapper, singer, or actor. Anyone who has known you personally, if you won't put them on, if you won't give them some money or anything that they ask for and they don't like how you respond, now they are ready to expose. I think that that is really whack. We've seen this time and time again, from Oprah Winfrey to Whitney Houston and just so many other people. And so I just think this is a shame. We'll see how Yandy can spin it. Yandy will definitely put on her spin doctor hat when it comes to stuff. And we'll see how the cast of Love and Hip Hop rolls with this as well. I kind of feel like Rashida will probably ignore it. She may talk about it in her confessionals, but I think she's going to leave it up to like Carly Red to investigate. Busy B80, you should have tagged Carly, but I have a feeling Carly will reach out to you anyway. And I have a feeling that this is how the story will make it to the show. What do you think this Busy B80 person is so mad at Yandy about? But I think that it's really jacked up when you're just ready to expose somebody. Oh my gosh. So now let's get into Papoose and Remy Ma. It's too much. I'm not going to get into it all. I counted and I stopped counting at 9 posts here on It's On Site from Papoose's live, and anything that Remy Ma have said where they were like exposing each other. So what I want to do is fair, quote unquote, journalism over here on Shows Style and Spirit. Please hit the like button. And I want to cover 2 posts. One where Remy is saying something, she's exposing him, and one where he is exposing her. I'm not going to go through all 9 posts because I still want to make another video about Diddy. So I'm going to first talk about Remy Ma. So I'm going to mute my mic so that there is not an echo, and then we'll play her video. Please hit the like button. Thank you.
I'm glad he said that. I need my other phone open. Boom. I bought the house. I paid the taxes on all the houses. I bought all the houses in cash. After I got locked up and I seen how nobody had enough money to take care of my shit when I was gone, I said, moving forward, if I could afford to buy it, I'm going to just buy it. I'm never getting a mortgage. I'm never doing a lease. I'm never doing that. I bought every house in cash. I pay every insurance on every house. I pay all the taxes on every house. The only thing he had to do was pay the utilities. And most of the time, those had turn off and termination notices because he wasn't paying them. The last one that he claimed he paid, he texted me. This is why I don't know why he's saying this. He texted me, yo, that came out of my account, $4,000. I said, okay, my bad. I said, well, you owe me $15,000. You borrowed the last month, you asked about $25,000. I gave it to you in cash. You gave me back 10. You owe me $15,000. Just take it out of that. It is what it is. Why get a fucking termination notice like the next month or 2 months later? He never even paid. He paid. It came out of his account. He refuted the charge. Yo, this is crazy. Look at this. Look, my phone died. Look, it's coming back on by itself. That's not crazy. Look at God. My phone died. I didn't even charge it. It's coming back on. God want me to tell y'all. Bro, I don't care about nothing about what you're talking about. I'm glad he said that. I need my other phone open. Boom. I bought the house. I paid the taxes on all the houses. I bought all the houses in cash. After I got locked up and I seen how nobody had.
Okay, so you hear Remy Ma on her live saying that she paid off their houses, she paid the taxes, the tax bills were current. When she went to prison, the only thing that Papoose had to do was pay the utilities. And according to her, she said that he couldn't do that. So, I want to say this, like when 2 people are mad at each other, a lot of times they'll go for the jugular and anything that will embarrass them or anything that will really make them hurt. And I think that when it comes to when it comes to a woman arguing with a man or being mad at a man, she's going to come for his manhood, whether it's he has a small one or he can't perform or, he can't take care of home. He's broke. She's already setting up the stage. Like I paid off the houses. I even made sure the tax bills were current. All he had to do was pay utilities, and I came back to shut off notices. So I think that that's definitely a very effective way to make a guy feel less than. I hope that's not true, because my goodness, that's what, a few $100s a month? Like, he could work part-time to take care of that. It's giving, because I have a friend who, like, when the now ex-husband was cheating, like, he was helping like the mistress. So it's giving, perhaps he was helping someone else hold down their household. I don't know. Or maybe he resented Remy and he wanted her to come home to shut off notices. He still wanted her to pay once she got out and bring everything current. Or maybe he just simply didn't have it and fell on hard times. But it's pretty sad and pretty embarrassing to say that you can't even pay utilities. Now, I know with the rich and wealthy and clear people, I remember when Shannon Beador on The Real Housewives of Orange County first got divorced. They sold the marital home, and then she's renting a house in Newport Beach, California, in Orange County. Shannon, now, first of all, she was a good 50 years old by the time their marriage was over. She didn't even know you paid for water, and was tripping and called Tamra when she said, I didn't know we paid for water when the water bill came. So I'm saying that to say there is a slight possibility that Papoose didn't even know you had to pay for utilities. You had to pay for those resources. But I'm guessing I'm going to go with a no, that he knows about that. But there is that slight possibility just based off of Shannon Beador not knowing. But what do you think about Remy exposing him? So now let's be fair, and he is going to expose her. Now, one thing that people love to do when it comes to dragging a woman, they love to come for your sex drive. And it's all about slut shaming a woman and trying to make her look loose, okay, loosey-goosey. And that is what Papoose says about her. In another post on here that I'm not going to play, he's even going to claim that she was with a woman in their home while their daughter was up in there. But this is going to be an overall dragging of her just being, just cheating multiple times. Here we go.
In that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she tried to put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing, because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year. Blatantly, I went to pick my daughter up from school. When I went to pick my daughter up from school, Diamond was picking my daughter up, because that's who has my daughter all the time. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with her, because all my daughter know is mommy and daddy. She was raised with both parents. That's all she know. from day one, since the womb. Our entire lives has been documented. What goes on with these celebrities is they like when y'all come on their page and y'all like their posts. They like when y'all spend y'all money on their concerts, on their music. They like when y'all make them rich. So y'all become fans and y'all follow the journey of these celebrities for years and years and years, right? As y'all follow the journey of these celebrities, you basically become a part of their life because you've been following them for 10 years, 15 years sometimes. You've been a fan of a celebrity or artist. But soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know you y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters, the fans. So now you have a person here who life has been documented for decades through the fans watching us, seeing when she got incarcerated. Watch me visit her every day for a year straight. Watch me bring her 35 pounds of food a month. Watch me hold her down. Watch me in the courtroom getting into altercations with court officers over her. Witness when she came home. Witness me go build the anticipation for her to come out of prison. Had a different artist do a drop every single day. Oh, the queen is coming. The return of the queen, right? All the fans witnessed her come home, witnessed us have the big wedding ceremony, followed our entire journey. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. You ever notice I never erased nothing on my page? All you gotta do is scroll down. The same page that she utilized today to lie for an hour straight and tell all these fabricated stories, the same page I created. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We get back to that later. I went to pick my daughter up from school. There's a young lady who was picking my daughter up from school. And I notified her, hey, I called her, I said, hey, I'm coming to pick her up. I picked up my daughter, gave her a hug, gave her a kiss, and show things you do when you see your child. Embrace my child. And I had to go take care of something that day. So after I see my daughter, I just wanted to see her and hug her because everything had been going on. I hadn't seen her in a little while. After I left, I think the next day or next two went by. She contacted me. Hey, you haven't seen your daughter since New Year's. I said, excuse me? I just seen my daughter yesterday. I just picked her up from school. What are you talking about? She didn't even know that I seen my daughter. You know why? Because she's never there with my daughter. She is never there with my child. And it's crazy that you have the audacity to open your mouth and say that I haven't seen my daughter, not only due to the fact that you didn't allow me to see her, since I finally got tired of your lies, tired of your narcissism and moved on, but the fact that while you was running out here cheating with this lame, not only cheating with this lame, you allowed him to destroy your entire life. You use all you talking this money talk. You use.
Okay, something weird happened with his audio. Looks like it got muffled. But so this was a much longer clip, and he was talking about, drama with him seeing the daughter, and he claims that she doesn't spend a lot of time with their daughter. That's why she doesn't know when he's picking her up from school and seeing her. And I don't like it when kids are used as pawns for getting back at each other. Not saying that either one of them is using the daughter to get at each other, but I hate to see when kids are in the middle. I remember like when my nephews were small, my brother has 3 sons and 2 of them with his ex-wife. And I can remember one of my nephews saying that they kind of feel for a kid to basically express guilt when you have to leave like mom to go over to dad's house for the weekend. That's a shame that like a kid has to take on such a strong emotion just because two adults are no longer together. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to see that like a kid is stuck in the middle. And I feel like also when couples break up and they have children, the kids get like the Spanish Inquisition, you know, like what's going on over there? Did your daddy say this? And did your daddy do that? And did he pack this? And is he going to do that? And you know they're expected to relay messages back and forth. They probably hear the one parent trash talking the other, and I just think that that sucks, you know. So I hope that they can get it together. And I feel like another classic read about a woman, if it's not about her looks, if it's not about trying to slut shame her, it's also that she's always so miserable. You know, they're always just so miserable. And if her status is single, she's always miserable. And for that reason specifically, I consider those to be like lazy reads. A person could be unhappy for a variety of reasons, but it doesn't have to necessarily be because they're single. You could be happily single. Shout out to Cash Doll. Okay. I love that song by her. So I hope that these two get it together, but definitely head over to It's On Site. It's On Site has done a great job at chronicling their IG lives. There's a lot of content on here, a lot of things that they said in their exposés of each other. But what do you think about them going live and telling their business? I hope that it can calm down. And we know that Papoose is seeing the boxer Clarissa Shields. She is from Flint, Michigan. If you remember the Flint water crisis, Flint is probably close to an hour or 45 minutes north of Detroit. And she definitely will post often. Okay. Clarissa is not afraid of social media. And she's interactive too. Like she'll respond back as well. Or if you share her posts, she'll like them and stuff like that. They did a movie about her life that came out at Christmas time. Ryan Destiny from the show Star, she played Clarissa Shields. It was very good, very inspiring. Yeah, but I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. I have myself off of the webcam because I still have my locks wrapped up. I took today off of work and it feels so good, okay? And so, yeah, my locks are still in a scarf. I did see Mission Impossible last night. On a Thursday night, the movie just came out. I saw it in the IMAX and like 99% of the seats were filled. And it was an amazing movie, action packed, almost 3 hours, yo, but it didn't even feel like it. Like I was shocked when I got in the car last night. I was like, whoa, this movie was almost 3 hours. It was so good. So definitely check it out. You will enjoy it. And Angela Bassett is in it as Madam President, doing her thing, okay? And trusting Tom Cruise with the entire world, all right? So definitely check that out. And I will talk with you all very soon. Bye.